I mean, I say free Liverpool and Manchester United after say, Enra Manchester United they could win 2-1 ewo Liverpool crew. Mejitu mu say every Liverpool supporter ne raho odi areho or tete no e understandable because uye obi a uye Liverpool awaji league last season. Uji league no one year lot of player transfers. And year new season o check the kind of players a Liverpool assign ya nankofo ojidie say Liverpool ye share season ase anate say omo fly omo twim by say nyoma nkoyi mfa ma Liverpool we lose Palace we lose Galatasaray we lose Chelsea abe lose Manchester United so 4 games e to so ni no me lose so Liverpool fans no e dia reho a understandable by Kane born in right witness say no mejitu mu say nyoma ba akumiense bia nkoyi amfa ma Liverpool bobokro no which Liverpool fans ni betima portion blames no by Kane irrespective of Liverpool for form no enye easy say Liverpool bet na fie lose say Liverpool form say only form den say Liverpool fie oba be hye no so enra adwuma na Manchester United for ye no eno na me pese me bo Manchester for abaso me pese me na Liverpool for na slot oye say no ye mistake say na Liverpool Mohamed Salah ye say there be me pese me concentration ni nyina akọ Manchester United so because na nipa dodo na ni gidie o Manchester United team nim say o mo kwa wini and so metimi akwa share Liverpool for 2-1 they deserve every credit to be at the Manchester United team no enti eneken me focus Manchester United ni e be she game na se no obu so obi asa hwan na be lead attack the Manchester United a obetse say obi bebo Benjamin Sesko din wo by Kane the first thing I notice with Manchester United team nim no omo lineup me hu Manchester United lineup no me suspect nyoma ba ko mienu miensa bi because ye nyina enim say Benjamin Sesko and the belly lines in the Manchester United ba Amorim etna ase no hu say there be Abrante friend say Benjamin Sesko sha ase a obe operate as a target man and sa target man no e be easy e dia Konate and Van Dijk say ombetime eliminate no eyi na free game news because obe target man a ye be station or just one position enti sa dia mamembo kunya mamembo Messi Mount na membo Mbwemu se me boss 3 players we na ma benya a dynamic front line sa dynamic front line no on betime move around on betime drop deep abebo midfielders no on betime run enti ye nkonye a target man na emfa ma Van Dijk any Konate so mbeyi o mafrim so the first thing I credit Amorim was the lineup or yes smart say o use a dynamic front line one say them will be and operate as a target man which ebo Manchester United team no enti na we Liverpool for defender Oye Van Dijk, oye Konata, din so bit major Manchester United anymore for the back so say, in a free game. That was a smart move from Ruben Amorim. Sa line up in Kwano, and a share BBRC Edema Manchester United team. No. Ken after line up no check the approach a Manchester United they do game him. Mama statistics na course will give him. Liverpool for about 63.5% of ball possession. Manchester about 36.5%. It means that the okra ball no. The ohun ball ne kese the control ball no e Liverpool team no by Ken na no Saturday ni analyze game no me no di nkomo bi me catch her say ade betima Manchester United akọ Liverpool chrome akọ win no the first thing defensive solidity omun go direct na enya transitional game me kaye pass okra ka say me suggest say Manchester United embo defensive game no mun city deep na omon Columbus no mun direct there e was Harry Maguire shase e no mun say Harry Maguire shase so the approach of Manchester United was clear ye be city deep ye be try say ye be invite Liverpool for no na ye defend very well ni akọ long balls ya akọ direct ni e be beat Liverpool team no that was the approach of Amorim so Amorim back 5 no na e look sure obo as a left wing back and obo delete as a right wing back a right center back and obo Harry Maguire as the sweeper and to look sure ebo as a left center back delete ebo as a right center back now branch friend say Harry Maguire abo as a sweeper omna ye 3 center backs so use ye now we use a branch friend say Dalo as a left wing back Patwan Kamenya Sapichana Dalo as a left wing back now we use Amad Diallo as a right wing back omna be form the 5 back now omani mo no 4 players Oma Messi Mount anytime be Manchester United in crab on Messi Mount ebe drop deep abe ati as a left midfielder now ama Mbwemu a drop deep as a right midfielder na then Kunya so drop deep no ma be use just 2 defensive lines because na on press high or use 2 defensive line into sit deep And the reason why Amorim take his decision here say, ne backline ni nyina no make sure say omo defend deeper. Obia be stay with Liverpool for front line so. And mostly Obia no hwe game ni bia no anytime bia na Isaac ebe move bia no. Na branch friend say look so na Isaac so. And in the back five no Obia gina Liverpool players ne so. And player na all track Isaac kese pa no e look so. And the last line of defense, Obia market player bako. Say making sure say betime move around dominion that freedom. Then the midfielders no ebe track runners. Track runners no Messi Mount Cunha ana Mbeumo. And to drop deeper. Liverpool players no runners no. Sa 3 players no ana track sa runners no. Then Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes are making sure say passing lanes now about Cody McAllister and a Sobosline no ombe close. So anytime you are Manchester United in Crabo ni biano, we say clearly Manchester United team no almost sit in a 5-4-1. A deep block. That was the first thing I'm expecting from Ruben Amorim. And on Manchester United making sure say defensive structure no bet my year ni and tiadia me hope say Manchester bet my year say defensively. Defend here, structure no be defend no breaky and be unbalance. Bombenya a stable structure without the ball no metin defend and Manchester United yes adie ni ma ni koyi. The moment on be win ball no na clear. The idea ni e ba pe. Ye win ball ni pe. Yenko direct, yenko long balls. Can you say Manchester United ebo long balls in 75. Long balls in kwa 75. And Manchester United for boy. So the moment on be long ball ni pe. And now say Liverpool players no obi ni ho ye target man na wo eliminate no. E was Van Dijk mu push be nim. The moment Van Dijk mu be push be nim no. E ba team friends say Manchester United enya space no we chi. So anytime be a long ball be ko bia no, Manchester United try say obetime winning the second ball. Na oma make sure say space na that Van Dijk match no. Obetime utilize that space no. And that space no, time bia no omo check be a Liverpool for left back no no. Normal loadi Milos Keke so. And to be who Amad Diallo, no one in Mbeumo. So Manchester United for first goal no, the combination of Amad Diallo then in Mbeumo. Not space na the Liverpool for actually no, omo utilize that space no, because team friends the Liverpool team no, omo enyo be as a target man to stay on him. And there was a centre backs ni push forward. Manchester United be call long balls and idea boy Manchester United no. So the approach was clear and Manchester United approach no mu using it very well, winning the second balls. And this how check Manchester United team no kin. Yen defend very well, yen city deep, yen Columbus near winning transitional game. And the major problem of Liverpool, Kane, no back Saturday no. Me catch you say Liverpool team no. The reason why I'm pressing Manchester quite direct no. Omo midfield no. Spaces in between the lines, and we a clear example. Go na Manchester United say no. Omo first go checking the space in between the lines for team my friend say Liverpool. So anytime you omo midfield na nka we say omo stay close to each other, it protected the back line no. Sa midfield ni nyina no open. So ubo long ball pe na utimi win first ball and second ball na. Ube beat you on last line of defense and on Manchester United for a defender here. And the mentality of Manchester United was spot on. At the time I know 1-1. And kwa Manchester United be a yinim mukra weak mentality. Liverpool take you over. But kwa 1-1 no. Manchester United stay in the game. Positive attitude. Manchester United that's we need game no with Harry Maguire. Ye say season I say. Not team my friends say Liverpool and they say late goals by Kane. And Liverpool for air consider late goals. Adia mi so di ma Liverpool ye say. Amad Diallo ana Mbeumo beba AFCON. Se Manchester for adwen koso a Amad Diallo ana Mbeumo beba AFCON. And these two players almost perform very well. So Manchester United, big ups to them, almost deserve every credit. Every praises are obia edema Manchester United team no. Ye hope so mbeto asadi we aso. Fulham and Shebi Arsenal ko share ba ko by Kane. She idea way about Arsenal. Last season, Arsenal conceded 34 goals. Now obeying who team defensively less solid than Arsenal. And yes, new season Arsenal. Fewest goals conceded Arsenal. Team our own conceded goals kesi Arsenal. Fewest SG conceded Arsenal. Fewest big chances conceded Arsenal. Fewest shots on target conceded Arsenal. Fewest touches in opposition box conceded Arsenal. So league na yebo no England no defensively. Rock solid defense from Arsenal. And idea ba kwa menije Arsenal team no won ye say omo lusu ball ne pe Ken. Arsenal team no omo we anim ho, omo mfimfin no, omo nyina ba together. No ma try say betimi ewi ni saa de no ball no de amom enti ade ba ko a wo Arsenal team no won ye say anytime be Arsenal bebo ball ni bia no Arsenal bobo no omo defend a collaborative defending omo midfielders omo forward line ni nyina no omo defend very well enti players wo Arsenal nim ho Joe Carres Trossard Bukayo Saka Ebreche Eze omo defend a omo ba defend yi eno check omo back line no omo consider goals eni ade ba ko ebo Arsenal team no and say Arsenal team nya players are omo team betima shed 20 goals a season again. I believe Arsenal betima compete for the Premier League. Bayern is 2-1 against Dortmund. Okay. Kane. Harry Kane. Betima ka say eye me ya say ni age ni kwa nim. Eye me ya pa. And the reason is simple. Ball no bono say uyi goals ni free wa. Ball no bono ihu. Ade kronti America sa no on say boss to boss. Yenim say ye midfielders na boss to boss. By maintain who strike or ye boss to boss. Game no ball against Dortmund no. Uyi goals no say any free wa. Every area of the pitch no ho or drop deep. He was the main orchestra. I will buy and set up ni.
But no Abeka said the best game since or both football. But matches be brave.
But me no ya dream was ade no. Because ye hu Harry Kane or drop deep as the number 10 or create or take ball no or win ball hwemiri ko fire or the clear ball no. And ye ka the main orchestra for Arsenal. Bayern I think say team friend say Bayern or many a good striker but the problem here say Harry Kane ni age no ekonanim
achedodo we did 22 years 23 years not to take a year day Kwame Dela no Kwame Edilson bre na yon twasson fio
na Kane nkomo no de I think say ni obo na Benzema ebo de je Ballon d'Or ni bi
Karim die no
yeah but Harry Kane die no or the creativity in deep spaces aka ho or a Dortmund game no any this season ball na all ball no Bayern Munich no money number 10 o Jamal Musiala e praye no now the coach na catch and some ball no ono so beka midfielders no now at first or drop it by 10 and or drop it by 8 say crowd your more bar or to me drop ya be number 6
I know your crowd no jachiro nyina
no swinging passes and again credit to Jose Mourinho on or the any day Mr. Mama senior man credit him for man any day with all due respect let's give credit where it is due Jose Mourinho and this ade ni be can ho nti wadaroma ye kan ye kin ye for credit in ma Jose kakra but honestly Harry Kane problem they say and I think the problem won't stop. He should have gone to Barcelona or Real Madrid or any of the premiership clubs now or more supporters or more no what I say bona or bono say all but the same ball e Barcelona for any more inka waji din chance say the waje no what you the Micho ya say so but the same ball e Real Madrid inka waji din chance say the waje no and all body my clubs and kesiya no a menye say Bayern Munich eso chain and as clubs ni bi so chain Bayern Munich make say clubs bi wo ho a media attention wo musu bebre. Let me give you one example. Bayern is a bigger club than Chelsea but media attention was Chelsea so a chain Bayern Munich. What I say so Harry Kane needed a club but it was media attention no well body no doubt Ken dear ten say me kra me can strike in some no see Manchester City for if it is say about Tottenham or lose to Brighton about 8 games on lose it seems that City are coming back and no na edo ma beto second position no
and there's a player been at your man your coach said
me see hey who analyze it very well you don't just look at wins what's your results and you will be wrong. I don't look at results alone. City will problem eda Eli Haaland ebenya bad day no come on besesa eda ye be da sorry say Haaland when your hamstring injury ebi okwa out 2 weeks City ebe back to default So though City are getting the results, but while when you share a generation can be say City will problem they need to solve as soon as possible. Premier League boy, City has 17 goals. Haaland and Kwasha 11. Now Haaland and Kraken, when say we the next Manchester City player washa goals are 1-1-1-1-1 Matheus Nunes for Dominic 1 from 11 to just 1. How?
Okra pep mo pa.
Ono ne kuta bibia
Or the pep nam.
Oh, Ken, and there City last 3 games Obomonako 2-2 Haaland they share 2 goals no. Ye kwa share Brentford 1-0 on one share and no 2-0 against Everton on one share. Iti and no Pep Guardiola was complaining say yes, I was a place now can start so almost goals.
Upra samaba.
Because Opra Samosi. Well. Share Liverpool and Manchester United game no. Ken. Anna Slots facing the biggest test na obiya hweno ekwa befa so asolve sa problem. I've told you say send the football no AC air kono tiny details say SSA games na Anna Slots is refusing to accept that because me see hey I have no doubt to say Liverpool the baller almost create chances pa o. They're a team that creates chances.
Umbo go post to them saying 3.
Kodi Capo. And there's chances are other players in here. So chances creation any Liverpool's problem. Name Liverpool problem started for pre-season. Pre-season, I'm for kept on saying, say, what shall Liverpool lose to AC Milan 4-2 I'm not let's go Bilbao ball game be a year 3-2. And I'm saying Liverpool consider goals to Dodo. Now Liverpool should start working on it. Liverpool problems in here. They are too open. They concede a lot of chances. Reason I want to say, McAllister, last season, now virtually he was playing as a number 6 on a Gravenberg, a double pivot. No, McAllister form no any hobby. Coach Nijitum say, boy na said anya pre-season because of family issues. Gravenberg also saw issues this season. 82 players are shielded the defenders no omo nyina form ateko. It would the ball na air ba Liverpool so easy no we create chances against them. They to so mienu teams start a ball long balls pa editia Liverpool. Say team here be share Liverpool easily they call back. Na omo ball long balls. No more transitions. They toss me set pieces. Liverpool problems. It is set pieces. See, for instance, Liverpool are conceding 11 Premier League goals. When you say 11, no, Kane, 5 of them are set pieces. Yes, all set pieces are now say Liverpool. Before the Manchester United game, Anna Slot came and said, say, when we say and for edition Liverpool no be finding solutions. I keep on asking myself, say, that be no solution, because a Liverpool problem, among solve any when we are teams nonsense how or be set it up in a way. Liverpool take the possession because Saturday any didn't come on. Because us a Sports in Lisbon. Amorim at just 27% ball possession. Pep Guardiola for 1. It is a coach who decided, say, you allow them to do whatever they want. I have a game plan. I will stick to my game plan. Long balls, set pieces. Manchester United, first second balls. Or meet me ahead to Liverpool. Once they do that, Liverpool, how much the season where they are too open. Say yes, Ken. Manchester United set up, clearly, almost set it up in a way. Now, almost target my lost kekes. Inti Amad Diallo na wafa kunya na afe bono mo bobo no hosa imbuemo mu no mo bobo no hosa. Inti Liverpool a problem until they solve problem ne the ebe hosa. Name big ups to Manchester United. Titi Ruben Amorim Ken. The setup was solid before the game. Omo bisan say didn't know the Harry Maguire start or so the Harry Maguire starting because set piece is important. Na inyama kan ye di nti o start say players ni be bro drop Benjamin Sesko. Ni nyina see wo game ni because or say Sesko no onim say Liverpool for players at tintin so or ka say or the Sesko target manner. Liverpool can easily handle him. Inti Kunya no Ken. Also, so yeah, one player, honestly, he's not scoring goals, but that guy is playing very, very well. Because Bono, he's running or going to spaces. Bon makers say technically, what best players in the game are 2, 3, 4 no account. But on share go. Intihana who didn't come over Brianna Ayedin. Well, congratulations, Manchester United. I think that win way dear. 90% are come out Ruben Amorim. Dear Tosubio, Ken, Barcelona game or more against Girona no. And more issues we break was a game. And we see before the game, na Abase Femi Lopez on to me more 90 minutes. Lamine Yamal na on to me more 90 minutes. In fact, Lamine Yamal cramo issues kakra. Ken, warrior. Barcelona said last goal. Who said na Lamine Yamal is to Rika? Still na no tono. Na ya sene ya ne ya pa ne grind ne ya ne ya. The same injury na Copa maso so ewo.
Grind na Nicky Benesano. No bi na ya se ne ya de akwai tin nchen da bi ya se de.
Sir,
wa ya se yo ya anyo ma me ne ben o.
Debi na ma me so ntimi miemi a wa ya se mo. Debi ye nyane sa. It's the blocks are no they are to na ya se.
Ne nyanko sese. Na hwe woni akura yi nyasem keto. Muzo na ya se.
So no ne miemi ama no. Ti enye problem. Ebeko what I say. Yes. It's Barcelona no more issues. If Barcelona do not score early against Girona, no problem because second half Barcelona in the proper bench. Now, me can you say before Ronaldo ever back game in Imono, now Barcelona have 4 substitutions. Tony Fernandez there, coach in the started keke. Not the Femi Lopez Abem, Christiansen Ababeyi Pedri Edinefrim, Rooney Bazi. Ebeyi Lamine Yamal Edine from Gerard Martin. Ebeyi Alejandro Baldi Edine left back or Edna Babishim. Ken. 84 substitutions na Barcelona. Says a Christians na by 5 defenders were game anymore. Now, the last substitution they make us say important na say coach na otu initial bench wa na Akadro Bernal, Mark Bernal, Xavi Experts, Juan Hernandez, Godfrey Torrent and the 2 goalkeepers. Put yourself in the shoes of the coach. I can't quite a good bench. Plus Ronaldo over there. So Hansi Flick took a gamble. Gamble no, sa amfan can come on the basis because Hansi Baye means said who say Basampa could moya dear. Yeah, the striker, yeah, and to say Harry Maguire. Those days say Ruben Amorim Ekunumu de not the Harry Maguire bar. Harry Maguire bar be born number 9. Now Ronaldo bar be born number 9. Let's just say the coach wanted to take a gamble, and of course the gamble worked. Then boom, Adebakwa the red card that Gil Manzano de ma coach no. So many video no Ken. What's the angle of the video? Because nana Barcelona for no explanation they say, oh not only Frankie de Jong and an Ekasa. Say no what dia. So okay, watch this. Yellow card there pause mommy. So man starts mommy here here. Gil Manzano Eddie yellow card and man we and I watch this. Or the yellow card and mano. Afe share the reaction of the coach and not turn answer. And no sound so ayan insani me say Dabi and ye UCCA say watch let's say you then the yellow card. And no, he went to the 4th referee. Then referee no on Fino cry say go and sit down. Wait and Emma Hansi Flick I may say the classical which is very very bad. Madrid Hetafe game no dear. I think sir it was decided by the red card. Now the situation with the red card in the Ken, first of all, watch where the situation happened. But see, you know, it didn't come kakra. Vinny is not the last man. On your last man in this situation. Now, get us to be. Watch the position of the fourth referee. Fourth referee, you know, original incidents na nimi pay. It's a new one was a borderless say. The fourth referee rather signaled the referee say, "Oh man, red card," because original situation nimi clear. Get us to be also so ne say, Bono na embedi Vinicius Junior ho. But I will check this series of points before we conclude. Bono enyamba Vini ho into a we were categorizing as an off the ball incidents because a Bono could have Vini and a Vini a dribble and a Iyom was on the one asa wa Bonwa and ye different name of off the ball incidents now Bonwa referee no according to the fourth referee they say or the nine a ball and no sansa the ninsa a ball and he slap in the face into an ocrat on our front and say a year assault.
Okay.
Because incidents in Chelsea is sent a among for and confusing the two. Say Vinny equita ball and our tackling we're trying to say a yellow card. Say Vinny off the ball and all running a was on a tag anymore china a tagging of sets a yellow card. But when you kick him, referee calls that assault.
Okay.
But difference home and nothing of this red card in the man.
Okay.
That is according to the fourth referee. But on TSA also the target yellow card.
Obutuno
exactly Ubutuno and your booting because Obutuno and or the inside ball in him. Inside to say referee off the ball incidents no beating inside Bobby. Nina normal characterizing in the same basket. Okay. For that off the ball incident, you kicking the player. Almost fun to say a assault on the player, and that's this case red.
And the red in a buy.
Yeah.
Well, and no, Edilson, and watch it, Seremrano, and so is it here on Vinny, and a union issue. No, Biggy, director.
Manchester United. Finally. Nyankopon ya adom. Ama Manchester United team here win 2 Premier League games consecutively. Na sa ukwa kubo game. Na a very big game. Game na so pa. Na game na ukwa kubo na said yesi suninti. Aside eno, wa wuntimi nche. The last time Manchester United called Anfield, konya results against Liverpool. Ken, it was in 2016, Premier League in 2016. And the coach, a friend, is Louis van Gaal. And a Manchester United call Anfield, coach Liverpool in the Premier League. Since then, now Manchester United in teaming away, Liverpool home, and conquer with Premier League in it definitely say, approach such a gamer. You go into the game with the right mentality. That is number one. Number two, Osha game very well. You see, the coach, a friend, is Ruben Amorim. Set up the team very well to confuse and beat Liverpool. Bobo coach now your friend or Anslot and so setting the team up here, especially with the selection. Can me who line up now? Me shall say bizarre questions. Liverpool are from. Said you be into the coach a friend say Anslot. Ebe decided to start Alexander Isak. No waja who go kitike. It's all your stories now. Oka Rooney asem. Say coach the Alexander Isak and in position no. Or any the sport with the performance na yeme de pa. So you play and you first come about tower, you told you the waba, that is very true. But everything you have achieved, the performance be our dine the be anakin. And they were club na woman baby no. You have to come and prove a point to everybody. Say you are a good player, and the owner we na be fa oba no, ubetimi asa ba be to aso. Alexander Isak me jitum say he's a better striker than Ekitike on any day. Isak numbers for the Ama Premier League anymore. How good he has been, especially for the past 2 seasons. Consistent performance at Odiama. Ekitike might be on the career mu no crepa. But Omumi and Nuna from respective clubs and Omum formally. And Omababe joining Liverpool. At Liverpool, how is the performance? This season, Ope player back Liverpool and the money more con kind power Liverpool team anymore. And you go Ekitike. He's not just scoring. Aside to Liverpool top scorer with 3 goals, or sign to create teammates. or assist it. In terms of gameplay, you are going to see him almost everywhere on the field of play. It's the coach who was such a player. Now, you are going to bring in Alexander Isak to destroy the front line. No? I am saying to destroy the front line because complaints about Eba, Liverpool Pempa, and it's a players need to be on my fret team. No, only other phone in your understanding. Jeremy Frimpong, the performance on your badu, but when you say how a Salah si born, I say it is making Salah look like a bad player. It is a new monomono or front three no. When you strike a baba bishim, I near me con kind of mano. Not in Tiasiana Shasia Juma. How then do you break it and then bring in Alexander Isak just because of his Premier League experience? And right from the lineup, me will say coach I find say and slot and she sheni team ni a kahone affected. Number 2, the Mohamed Salah deep in form Ken. And we say Liverpool ye be for home. No more resurrecting Mohamed Salah no matter what. We always talk about numbers, and I know ni idea about Kwana Salah de Liverpool bobo ni goals, ni assists, especially last season. That kind of performance for them Liverpool, 29 goals in the season. Now obiye di hunko, obiye kahwasem. Right from the start, you share league na senwa. And I almost said this season Mohamed Salah baba be bibi sonko, and the Liverpool bobo because na numbers neighbor, na goals neighbor. Can you about first 8 matches in the Premier League last season? Na Salah will 10 goal contribution. No, I share 5. 65. But this season, as we speak, Salah was just 4 goal contribution from 8 Premier League games. Watch it 2 and I 62.
I was saying, can you Salah standard in 8 Premier League games? Why 4 goal contribution? 2 goals, 2 assists. I was saying, can you bad?
And can you huge power?
That is why Salah and yes,
Debbie. That is why I would say, Nipabia, you are always graded per the standards you set for yourself. It's the standard now Mohamed Salah set the up to Honomono. And Nunti Nama Yedi Sankomo Wine. Because Anka 4 goal contribution directly from 8 games a day and can be very good for any player. But it is because of the Salah conversation. And no Namana yes at the end of form and it is affecting Liverpool because last season no numbers in the Bruce say Obo 8 last season. No I share 5 for 65 Okabo Muana 10. And it is affecting the Liverpool team. For Ruben Amorim in the Manchester United, they have done well. Amorim by a fan watched 2 league matches at the Atwaso. And I am hoping that the next game they are going to play against Brighton, a performance like this, Eddie, no man win so the Assassin near my conquer the Amomo. Ken Coach I find Andy Postecoglou and your man ye man oko. Nah, it hurts, but this is football for you. Enzo Maresca Juma or ye against Nottingham Forest. Me jitum said Niama or from the man Nottingham. But so how almost set up team in the first half. Anyhow, I Chelsea set up in the team in the first half. A play advantage to team a friend said Nottingham Forest. But unfortunately, who your coach or system will be deployed and will be our park and so on. Players never baby Ginemono, only the executive plan the Amana Makon Kayamao. And unfortunately for coach a friend said Ange Postecoglou, the men on the field are disappointing. First half, there were a lot of chances and not ever Nottingham Forest film. They created the chances. Chelsea midfield no the starting game it was poor. Yet him said Chelsea game was here. Caicedo remember the number 6 row as the pivot one. Onuni Ginemua. Enzo beba be kan ho. Time about say Enzo cover the number 10 no. Say AB na ko Palmer ni ho. In this case, say Enzo ni na ko Palmer ni one more. Yahu Rhys James are most of the time. Waba mfimfin no waba be support midfield no. And Chelsea starting game. Rhys James wom. But I am malo gusto. And I ban fifth one baba bebo. Okay, yate ase because wabebo bi da ma yehu and yema kon kan de ma Chelsea. Can I say that the number 10 position Copa mani ho Estivayo to bench. Na coach na decided to use Andre Santos. If there was any form of creative spark in the Chelsea midfield, it's Ibrahim Sangare mo. E won finfi honom e take over the game on Douglas Luiz and omo control finfi honom. Aside eno Romeo Laviamu were making mistakes in the first half because the partner na no on neighbor no na niema nkon kan fa ma na malo gusto and onu ni shem finfi and na niema nkon kan fa ma omo until clearly no mo the boss na che but Taiwo woni and Gibbs White na no mo gira nim honom no fa boss na omo ntimi she they were just blowing away the chances. Second half na Enzo Maresca realizes that there be also changes quickly and a niema sesaye or the mag give you bemu and oyi Andre Santos adini frame and o push João Pedro from the number 9 position and or the be share 10 and or the magi you babe gina nanim first half no that time bia João Pedro banechi because only a supporting number 10 an auxiliary striker obebo no it just one wa banechi e be pe ball sinibi because now Andre Santos intimi nyesa adwuma no. But second half na changes in the buy, you know. Magiu gave Chelsea that box presence. Number 9 Oye station were him now all terrorizing defense, you know. So the other players was able to work. And I near Master Sign, and Chelsea Bobo Kono. Player back who impressed me powers just a champion. Ken, aside the goal he scored for Chelsea, the movement were parking so. The anticipation as a defender, when to move out of your line, when to stay in the line. Chaloba couldn't anymore. Time I just saw cover and everything. It was on point for the player. Eventually, Chelsea got the 3 goals. Boama Chelsea had the 3 maximum points. But again, that's a negative aspect of the Chelsea game. For the past 6 games, now I had Chelsea red card in discipline again. As I saw baby. But fortunately, this time, like the Benfica game, about late. Into that Chelsea fan win Eddie away. Coach in Saudi and Wajuma 8 matches so far, 5 red cards, and it is bad for the Chelsea team. He has to work on that. No more use aspect if you game anymore because they are on the right track. Can Kakebi on Mason Greenwood? I think that he's one player who deserves a lot of attention. Last season, Yaka Osman Dembele as I'm saying the numbers here. Oshe goals par it is true. 21 on the Greenwood shape. Assists normal 6 and a Greenwood man 5. Ya boy no we Dembele mpodi appear he's used as a force number 9 but Greenwood always plays on the flanks so since I come I say this season 8 games so far was just 6 goals I'm at 3 assists 9 goal contribution from a winger because he see as Obama young rebel number 9 but he's among the leading scorers in the French league and I feel say team be obey here player forward line player was so much quality Mason Greenwood available they should go for the young guy he's a very good player Ken.
Mason Greenwood. Okay, Biggy meba ye baba besia bewura ye games e call so e Ghana mo rewura bebre mo a ye besia ba na ya baba hwe kotoko ene de call so